Good evening from Philadelphia and the city of brotherly love. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And here on South Broad Street, Jay, the spectrum used to reverberate. You can say the same now for Wells Fargo Center.
And you know what, Ed? All you need is a little bit of patience and a couple of top NBA draft picks, and you find guys like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that will forever change the face of your franchise.
These days, it feels like 1983 in South Philly. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Nothing going here on that drive. To Embiid. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the three. 24-second violation.
For the 76ers.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. LeBron James drills the 3.
There is no doubt about it, Ed. This is the best isolation weapon versus lockdown defenders ever made.
So tough to guard on that trip. To Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Problem City.
Joel Embiid pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Simmons. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. Harris
sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Joel Embiid, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Sixers control it. Add 2 points to the board.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
James missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Free throws coming up.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting reports. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Schroeder with the basketball. 5-point game. LeBron James. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. LeBron James, it's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
You You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Anthony Davis with a piece. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Stuffs it down with authority.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Oh, he missed on a pair. Here's Schroeder with it. Down a point.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Kuzma to Schroeder. Sixers with the rebound. Deep left corner. Pass to the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Nothing going here on that drive. Now ready to shoot at the line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. LBJ has it. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Kuzma. Nice pass to set things up. Ben Simmons tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Kuzma to James. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Tobias Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Philadelphia with the basketball. Layup goes down. Well done.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To James. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads a bucket. Driving right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
They go down low to Simmons. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Los Angeles, they have it. They go down low to Simmons. Over to the right side. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
It's Cook with the basketball, trailing by 4. James. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Simmons. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
And draws the foul.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. Misses the first.
Number 8, Markieff Morris. Number 3.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. It's James controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Five to shoot. To James. Short jumper off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Shot from the lane won't go. Cook to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. James. Well, leaves the defender in the dust. To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Trying to cash in. Not today. It's Cook with the basketball. Up by 3. James. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. Works it to Simmons. Oh, he's denied.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LBJ.
Defense, let's go.
To Gasol. And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
James into the front court. His team up by 1. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
They work it down to Gasol. Marc Gasol. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Baseline drive. Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Simmons into the front court. They trail by 7. Marc Gasol with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Gasol. James won't go. Harris goes to the right side. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And the finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads 5. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. To James. fires the three. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for three.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Lakers ball. Slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Harris. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Georgia, look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
To Tobias Harris. No good. Schroeder with the basketball. Up a dozen. To James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
It's a big finish.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
LeBron with it up top. Lead is 12. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Tobias Harris. Sizing up the defense. To Tobias Harris. Nice pass to set things up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Oh, I thought that was a dunk. Easy.
Not too many times you see a poster for the defender, but that was brilliant.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
From the painted area, won't go down. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Sixers have the basketball. Shot from in close, no good. To James. Anthony Davis. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Harris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. From long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Looking to make something happen. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. It's Embiid for 2. And the Lakers have the rebound. Here's Schroeder with it. They lead it by 14. To James. Schroeder. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
To Embiid. A big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The assist from number 30.
To Kyle Kuzma. James. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Short jumper won't go down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
I got ball. I got this now. Let's go.
To Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. Schroeder with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To James. And throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lets it fly from long range. Not going down here. Kuzma to James. For 3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot from the lane won't go. James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Got a piece to knock it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Kuzma. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. James, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Marc Gasol sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Won't go down. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Harris to Embiid. You've got to get that one to go. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Great feed. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Got a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Schroeder to Kyle Kuzma. Sixers control it. Slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Lakers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Philadelphia 76ers are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
The chosen one most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Simmons. Takes stock of the floor. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Screen coming. Schroeder to James. Down low Gasol. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Joel Embiid. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Old school equals high percentage.
To James. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. All lined up and ready for the jump. Schroeder to Kyle Kuzma. To Gasol. Down low. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Lakers at the controls right now. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Simmons. LeBron James sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And breaks it up.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Kuzma to Schroeder. Easy pad to the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Simmons. Hauled in by James.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
And he draws contact. 2 shots coming up for the Spaniard, the All-Star, Marc Gasol.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First one, count it.
Good shot.
And he makes them both.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Simmons with it. Down a bundle. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Simmons to Tobias Harris. 4-3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Hits a second. One more coming.
Number 3, Anthony Davis.
Hits all 3 free throws. Los Angeles, they have it. Schroeder to James. Down low for Davis. Throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. James. Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Schroeder.
I got him.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. The drive right to the basket. Harris to Simmons. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Offensive board. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Harris, deep left corner. Simmons with a shot. That won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Simmons. Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Here comes the screen. He got a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Man, he's just out here swerving and serving.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His guys holding the big lead. To James. Kuzma to James. Great feed, sets it up, and he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Embiid. Anthony Davis rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Los Angeles has the basketball. Schroeder with the interception. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. No good.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Gasol to Schroeder. Tough make through traffic.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
To Embiid. Short jumper misses. Lakers ball. Schroeder. To Davis. Surveys the floor. Davis. Dennis Schroeder. Not that time. To Embiid. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Joel Embiid. Now 4 for 9.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Schroeder. Kuzma to Davis. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. The follow won't go either. Here's Schroeder with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Schroeder. They work it down to the... My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Gets a shot up, off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Sixers call for time as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
LeBron James. Into the game for Philadelphia, number 17.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Nice pass to get things going.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Marc Gasol pins it. Fourth this contest. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To James. Down low Gasol. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
A shot at the buzzer. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
And stuffs it home.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 30.
LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. James. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Tobias Harris snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
James. With the interception, great defensive play. To Simmons. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low-percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Simmons. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. And the slam.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively to... Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Simmons. Over to the right side. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Drive by Harris, but a shot.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Kuz at the controls. Off the mark. To Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Lakers at the controls right now. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Has a look. That's no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Davis to Schroeder. To Davis. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Huh, what a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Los Angeles, they have it. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys down big. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder with the board. To Davis. James. He was all over him.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
To Simmons. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And finishes strong. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Able to convert inside. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Tobias Harris. Simmons to Tobias Harris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Simmons to Tobias Harris. The pass taken away by the Lakers. And 2 for AD.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Backcourt violation is called. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Knocked loose. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. So possession stays with Philadelphia. Simmons. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Short jumper off the mark. To Simmons. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Another follows. Still no good. Schroeder with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Davis.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. From the painted area, won't go down. Schroeder to Davis. And count the basket inside.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Davis. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, Anthony Davis still guarded well there. Finds a way to hit the trifecta.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers came away with the victory in this one. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.